In the previous episode, Nurzhan, who wants to learn the art of berkutchi, went on a hunt with his brothers Arman and Serik. Hunting with a golden eagle on foxes is the most exciting and interesting thing. Hunters usually take a beater with them. This time the role of a beater was played by Nurzhan.
Al sekesin көресің бе көрмесең де Akbalak енді.
Seke, I don't know whether you will approve it or not, but I decided to release Akbalak to freedom. For 19 years, it was a faithful friend of my father, and it has been helping me for 4 years. 23 years is a long time. Even though it is still strong, but it has got quite old. If we let it fly free, Mother Nature will take care of it. And in the end, it must start a family in order to propagate. It also has its own mission. That is why I made this decision. You're absolutely right. Sooner or later, we would set Akbalak free. Instead, we will have to again.
Еркіндігіне жіберейік, иә. Орнына түйғынды алдық. Аллаға шүкір енді.
Семейден де ол кісі алғаш осы Акбалағын әкелген кезде бір қуанышындай.
I remember how he was happy when he first brought Akbalak home. I brought the chick, he said, beaming with happiness. I welcomed it cheerfully. Looking at his happy face, I was very happy as well. He talked almost every day about the golden eagles, about the chicks. And of course he was talking constantly about our tradition, about hunting with a bird of prey, which for several centuries has been passed on from generation to generation. He then told me, "Now we will feed it. Do not be afraid. You hold and I will feed it," and showed how to hold the chick. I was not scared at all. He put its blinder on it for the first time. I watched it all. It was very interesting.
Томағасын салды, томағасын салған кезде бәрін қарап отырмын, өте қызық.
Serik, son, I know what you want to do. Do you want to set Akbalak free? This is the right decision. It's time to let it fly free. How did you know? I see you are preparing to let it go. It has lived with us for a long time. If you really decided to set it free, I support your decision. And I am giving my blessing. Son, on the way, read the Quran at the grave of your father. Yes, that's right. We want to set Akbalak free. We have long thought about this. And most likely we will hit the trail tomorrow. When Arman comes, we will discuss everything with him. At that time, our children were small. Arman Bek studied at the university. He was a student. And the rest of the children went to school. My husband always took Serik back with him. Even when he went to the mountains, he did not leave him. Although Serik Bek was too young, he was very inquisitive.
Бұйырса сол түйғынды алған тауға жаққа жібереме деген бауыржанға.
Where do you want to release Akbalak into the wild? At first we thought that we would set it free where Tuigin was caught, in the mountains of Kakarali. I phoned Nurzhan. He said the road was covered with snow and we could not drive. Now we're thinking of heading towards Kokshetau or Yerementau. What can I say? I wish Akbalak good luck. It's time to set it free.
Жолы болсын, енді басқаны айтамыз енді. Жіберетін уақыттарында болды ғой балам.
Ақбалақ біздің енді әулетімізге келгеннен бері Ақбалақты біз құрметтеп қастерлейміз. Ақбалақ әкеміз жарықтық алып келіп қолынан ұстамыз.
We have been caring about Akbalak very much since it came in our house. Your father always took it with him, even let it be inside the house. And when relatives visited us, they would ask, "So where is Akbalak? Bring it. We want to see it, stroke it, and of course take a picture with it." Everyone loved it so much. Your father loved it with all his heart and soul. When he passed away, we inherited Akbalak. It was Arman's then. We also took care of it. Many berkutchi knew it and told Akbalak came to compete. The bird of our respected Aksakal. Everyone respected it highly.
Жарысқа Ақбалақ келді. Ақсақалдың құсы келді деп Ақбалақты көп құрметтеп қадірлейтін. Салмағын қосыпты жинақ жақсы. Кәдімгі ауырлықтан ала беріңіз.
He gained weight. Do you feel it? Here, hold it. I will drive the car. Hey, leave the car alone. Let's go on foot. Let's go together and talk. Let's chill out a little. Okay, let's go.
Жақын ғой.
Мынау Серіктің енді Ақбалақты қалай жақсы көретінін, қалай қимайтынын мен түсінемін.
I know how much Serik loves Akbalak. It was not easy for me to make such a decision. However, this is a tradition of the Kazakh people. Kazakhs never went against nature. We have no right to go beyond this principle. Therefore, we must set it free despite the fact that we love it. This is our responsibility.
Ақбалақты бостандыққа, еркіндікке жіберу біздің міндетіміз деп санаймын. Ақбалақ пен әкемнің арасындағы байланыс бір-біріне деген сезімі жаңа бұл.
The relationship between Akbalak and Dad, the feelings for each other were so warm that when my father was discharged from the hospital, he immediately asked to bring Akbalak. Dad stroked him, and Akbalak cuddled up to him fawning. I remember this as if it was yesterday. When father died, Akbalak cried. For the first time I saw the bird crying. Until then I did not know that they are able to cry. How can you say after this that the golden eagles have no feelings?
Қалай жаңағы бүркітте сезім жаңа қимастық болмайды деп айта аласың. Аузу биллахи минаш шайтанир раджим. Бисмиллахир рахманир рахим. Алхамдулиллахи rabbil alamin рахманир рахим. Малики яумиддин. Яка набуду, яка настаин.
Әкем жарықтық көз тірісінде ылғи қасынан қалмаушы ем әкем жарықтықтың. Әкем жарықтық Ақбалақты.
When my father was alive, he always took me with him. I watched his every movement, listened to every word and wanted to be exactly like him. When Akbalak was brought from the Tabagatai mountains, I studied in the 5th or 6th grade. It was a very young chick. Then my father said, "Its legs are white, let's call it Akbalak." My father was a veterinarian in the village. He would always take me along and say, "Learn to care for the golden eagle. You will do it."
Бүркітті жақсылап үйреніп ал сен. Сен осы бүркітке. бүркітке сен ғана жақсы қарайсың, саған қарасаң болсын.
Бұл әкем Тоқтыбайлы күн туған рухына арнайы бағыштадым. Жатқан жерлер жайлы, топырақтар торқа болсын. Бұл дүниеде біліп және білмей істеген күнәлар болса, Алла тағалам кешіріп, көр азабынан сақтап жәннаттың төрінен Аллам орын бергей. Артында қалған ұрпақтар, балалар, немерелер, жұбайы, туған туыстарына Алла тағалам зор денсаулық беріп, екі дүниенің бақытын беріп.
Сол Ақбалақты тамақ берсе де Серікбек жүр, шақырамыз. Бұлай әкелін биялайды бұлай.
When he fed Akbalak, he called me. He taught me a lot of things. Relatives always took Akbalak on hands and made photos. Akbalak has been known throughout the country. The people of all ages knew that Akbalak is the name of the golden eagle. Dad always would say, "My Akbalak, my little bird." He was proud of it. He boasted to his relatives that it would grow up and become a true golden eagle.
Ақбалақты өзін сипаттап айтып беріп отыратын, жылан басты міне бойына көзі өткір, қабағы кірген деп әкем жарықтық.
Аяулы әкеміне өзіңнің саятшылықта айнымас серігің болған Ақбалақ.
Dad, I brought Akbalak, who has been your true friend for many years. It's time to set it free. We tried to look after it well. Now that we decided to let it go, I thought it would be right to bring it here. Well, Akbalak, say goodbye to our father.
Ақбалақ көріп ал енді кеттік.
Сезіп тұрмеген әкем, ә?
Кеттік.
Arman and Serik talked about many things while walking towards their father's grave. It was clear that it was difficult for them to part with Akbalak, but the decision has already been made.
Мен енді далаға шығам, екі қоразда тауықтар бар, малдар бар, жылқы бар деген сияқты.
I remember one moment. I was doing some household chores. We had a small farm where we kept cows, horses, even sheep and chickens. We had a lot of chickens. Whenever my husband took up his small pneumatic gun, the neighbors' children would immediately run up to him. They were so interested. I would not pay attention to that. It turns out he hid a gun behind his back when the children told him that I was coming. Every day there were fewer and fewer chickens there. It turned out that he shot the chickens and fed them to his golden eagle. He thought that I would be mad. That's why he did it secretly. So that was such an interesting turn.
Сол бір қызық әлі есімде де.
Көзіңе елестеген жоқ па сеге?
Arike, take a look. What is it? I've just seen a fox. We could hunt with Akbalak. Too bad we're not on horses. Then let's go home quickly. Maybe Akbalak wants to hunt with us for the last time and thus get us a parting gift. Let's hurry. We'll come back mounted on horses.
Бүркітпен аңға шыққан кезде, бүркітті түлкіге жіберген кезде әрдайым жақын.
When you go hunting with a golden eagle, the owner should always be close, especially when you hunt the fox. Dexterous by nature, he will do everything possible to escape from the golden eagle. Sometimes accidents happen and eagles get hurt. Therefore, the owner should be close in order to help if needed. And when hunting in winter, it is impossible to get to the golden eagle fast without a horse. Therefore, you should go for a hunt mounted on a horse.
Түлкілердің аузына аяғы кіріп кетіп жатады. Сол кезде атпен шапып алып келіп, тез көмекке келген өте дұрыс.
Enrique, maybe we should take Tugin with us as well. You have worked well teaching Tugin, but I think today is Akbalak's day. Let's spend some time with it. May he remember this day for a long time.
Оңызда дұрыс екен, иә. Сол әкем жарықтық, сол кезде семейде, сол егін суалында тұрды, соң кейін әкеміз айтып жүретін.
Our parents lived in Semipalatinsk, but Arman in Astana. At that time, I was still a student in Almaty. When Arman offered his father to move to Astana, he replied, "All my relatives live in Almaty, and if I move, I will move only to Almaty." Once in winter, competitions were organized in Kokshetau. Our father also wanted to participate and brought Akbalak with him. There was no train, and he came from Semey by bus. Since the Golden Eagle was not allowed inside, they put it in a box and placed it in the luggage compartment. In Astana at that time, the temperature was about 40 degrees below zero. Arman and I welcomed our father. When they opened the box, poor Akbalak was shivering with cold. After the end of the competition, Arman brought our father to Sofyevka and showed him the area. When they were in the outskirts of the village, 4 or 5 hares jumped out of nowhere. My father said that there was a lot of food for Akbalak, but he did not say he would move here. It's no coincidence that we ran into this fox. Going hunting with Akbalak is always a great joy for me, and it liked it too. This was our parting hunt together.
Ол кезде сөйтіп кетті ол кісі. Бұлай істейік, Ареке. Сіз ана жаққа шыға беріңіз.
Arike, let's do it this way. You climb that hill and I will follow the trails of the fox and chase it towards you. Yes, look along the river, check the ravens. When I see the fox, I will give you a sign. Be ready. Good.
Айғайлайым, сіз де байқап тұрыңыз, жақа үстіне жақсылап қарап тұрыңыз.
Тура томаға тартаң бұл.
Аха, қашсам мен айғайлап қуып шығам мен.
When a hunter goes on a hunt to find out what animals are nearby, he follows the tracks. Kazakhs call it kesu, that is, following the trails. Experienced hunters immediately determine the moving direction of the beast. They can even realize whether the beast was trotting or walking in slow gait.
Опа, осы ғой жәнегі. Ареке, мен ізді таптым еқар, ізді көрейін.
Arike, I found the footprints. Let's have a look. Yes, these are the footprints of that fox. So it headed further. It looks like it's hiding in the bushes. I will follow these trails.
Опа, бұлай қарай жүрген. Осы түлкінің ізін. Осыз ғой. Осы мен бар тауып алайын қазір.
Я сәттен секең бірдеңе қуып шықса жақсы болар еді, Ақбалақ.
It will be great if Serik manages to drive the fox here. Right, Akbalak? Get ready. Show us for the last time what you are capable of.
Son жалды күні болды, әкем айттық, Арман, көшіп келіңіз, не де болса деп еді, әкем келмеймін деді. Соң әкем осында қыдырып келді.
It was summer. We offered our father to move to Astana, but even then he did not agree. And one day, when he came to visit us, we showed him the area near Sofyevka. Since there is steppe here, lots of marmots dwell in this area. He thought and said, Akbalak would like it here. In winter it can hunt hares and in summer marmots. Even then he thought about his true friend Akbalak. He made the decision and moved here in 2008.
Akbalak'мен келіп, осы жерге қоныстанып, сол Akbalak'пен ары қарай осы арадан қызығушылықтар қарай бастады әкем.
Today we are lucky. We caught a fox. Thanks to Akbalak. It justified our hopes, as always. Let me hold the horse. Tie the prey up to the saddle. In the next episode, the berkutchis Arman and Serik will set free the faithful companion of their father, Akbalak. They will look for the territory for it and go to Kokshetau and Yeremintau.